Late in the 19th century came the invention of the internal combustion engine with its requirement for energy derived from crude oil. This, one can say, sparked the second industrial revolution with the establishment of the industrial scene of today and its continuing development. The petroleum products from crude oil used initially for the energy required for the internal combustion engine have mushroomed to become the basis and source of many of our chemical and pharmaceutical products today.
Happy springtime and happy Iranian New Year to you all. Welcome to another edition of Bazaar, the weekly program devoted to the market and economic dimensions of our lives. This week, we will explore the petroleum products business along with its related industries and trade. We will also examine its activities inside and outside of Iran. It all happens here on Bazaar, so buckle up.
Iran was the second largest exporter of oil in the world during the mid-20th century. Up until this point, Iran's oil industry had been run by private companies, largely controlled by foreign interests. This led to a movement in the Iranian parliament to seize control of Iran's oil industry. The legislation for nationalization of the Iranian oil industry was passed on March 15, 1951, and the transformation of the Anglo-Persian Oil Company to National Iran Oil Company proceeded. Today, Iran holds about 10% of the total global oil reserves due to its unique position in terms of hydrocarbon reserves. Iran is endowed with 157 billion barrels of oil in its proven reserves. Currently, exploration projects will lead to a considerable increase in Iran's oil and gas reserves. Presently, there are 62 onshore oil fields and 16 offshore oil fields. About 26% of these reserves are located across Iran's common borders with its neighbors. The hydrocarbon sector of Iran is a significant contributor to Iran's economy. The oil and gas industry has been the engine of economic growth, directly affecting public development projects, the government's annual budget, and most foreign exchange sources. As a result of political events in the last few years, Iran has developed and executed plans to decrease dependency on oil export revenues. Many of these economic plans are centered around further developing related industries such as petroleum refined products.
So, what is crude oil used for? And what products are derived from this abundant raw material in Iran? We wanted to see how the market for petroleum products operates in Iran. We will also see what these products are used for and what their down-the-line industries are. Through its domestic activities, we will also get a glimpse of its activities in international markets.
In order to better understand how the petroleum industry in Iran operates, we visited Pars Oil Company. This corporation, at its essence, is an oil refining facility that takes crude oil and refines it into various products. The company was first established in 1956 and is considered one of the largest producers of industrial and engine oils, as well as other petroleum products in Iran.
از جمله این تکنولوژی‌های برتری که ما داریم استفاده می‌کنیم همین اتاق کنترلی که داخلش هستیم و مجهز به سیستم کنترل DCS در واقع پالایشگاه‌هایی که در صنایع مختلف نفتی و صنایع روانکاری تأسیس میشن مجهز به این سیستم کنترل هستند برای اینکه تمامی فرآیندهای پالایشگاهی به صورت متمرکز از داخل یک اتاق و با استفاده از قابلیت‌های سیستم‌های اتوماسیون کنترل بشه.
But what are petroleum products? There are numerous refined petroleum products that are used on a daily basis in our everyday machinery as well as in industrial facilities. Based on the composition of crude oil and depending on the market demands, refineries, such as this one, can produce different shares of petroleum products. The subject of petroleum products is very diverse and is related to aviation, marine and automotive fuels, transformer oils, greases and oil emulsions.
محصولاتی که شرکت نفت فارس تولید میکنه در حوزه‌های مختلف برای روانکاری استفاده میشه. از جمله صنایع هوایی که هیچ شرکت روانکاری تو ایران در اون ورود نکرده، صنایع دریایی که خودشون یک دنیایی هستن و یک کشتی که روی آب هست، تجهیزات مختلفی داره که روانکار خاص خودش رو احتیاج داره، صنایع موتوری و حالا در واقع روانکارهایی که مورد نیاز واسه صنایع خاص مثل فولاد و ذوب‌آهن هست. شرکت نفت پارس قدیمی ترین تولید کننده روانکار ایران.
The largest share of oil products is used as energy carriers, such as various grades of fuel oil such as jet oil, gasoline or marine fuel and oils. Heavier and less volatile fractions can also be used to produce asphalt, bitumen, lubricating and other heavy oils. Refineries such as this one can also produce other chemicals, some of which are used in chemical processes to produce plastics and rubber. Among the products that this company produces are base oils, rubber processing oils, paraffin and wax. But the main star product of this company is industrial oils, engine oils, marine oils and grease. Throughout history, Iran has been a major exporter of petroleum products. For example, this company has been offering its products in international markets since 1963, and it exports its products to countries in Asia and the Middle East.
توی بحث محیط زیست شرکت نفت پارس بالغ بر 20 میلیون دلار هزینه کرده و سیستم پساب صنعتی نفت پارس از پیشرفته‌ترین سیستم‌های پساب در سطح جهان است. در واقع ما از سیستم MBR برای تصفیه پساب صنعتی خروجی از پالایشگاه استفاده کردیم. از سال 86 این بهره برداری شروع شده. در حال حاضر آبهای خروجی از پالایشگاه نفت پارس کاملا منطبق با استانداردهای زیست محیطی و کشاورزی هست و از این آب برای مصارف داخل سازمان، آبیاری فضای سبز و بخش‌هایی از نیازهای داخلیمون استفاده می‌کنیم. در زمینه سایر آلاینده‌ها با نصب کوره‌های جدید عملاً هیچ گونه آلاینده‌ای از این پالایشگاه نیستش، کما اینکه قبل از این هم تمام استانداردها رو پاس می‌کرد گازهای خروجی از این دودکش‌های نفت پارس. اما با این کار اومدیم خیلی تو شرایط مناسبتری نسبت به استانداردهای موجود قرار گرفتیم.
Petroleum products, in contrast to petrochemicals, are those hydrocarbon fractions that are derived from petroleum and have commercial value as a bulk product. In order for these domestic products to be offered in the international market, companies must meet very stringent domestic and international standards for quality. Companies such as this one have been pioneers in the production of lubricants and have obtained all necessary licenses and standardization permits in order to offer their products nationally and internationally.
همونطور که ملاحظه می‌فرمایین بلندینگ شرکت نفت پارس در بالاترین سطح اتوماسیون قرار داره که تقریباً از اپراتور بی‌نیازه، مگر برای جابجایی بشکه و این چیزا که بخوان اینا رو دوز بکنن بین خوراک میدن. واحد ما از 2 ماشین اینلاین بلندر یا در واقع بلندینگ در داخل خط تشکیل شده که تمام دوزینگاش برخلاف بلندینگایی که در دنیا هست، شاید تو 99%شون که به صورت حجمی اینا رو میتر میکنن یا اندازه گیری میکنن، ما تمام اینا رو وزنی اینجا به صورت کانتینیوس و تمام در واقع متریال یا اون ادیتیو های ما به صورت همزمان و نسبت سازی شده دوز میشه. کنترل این سیستم به وسیله PLC از داخل کنترل انجام میشه. در واقع اپراتور برنامه مینویسه که از کدوم مخازن به کجا باید انتقال بده، از چه موادی باید با چه میزان انتقال بده. بقیه خود سیستم محاسبه میکنه چه شیرایی باید باز شه، چه پمپ‌هایی به صورت خودکار بایستی استارت بشه تا اون دوزینگ اتفاق بیفته.
Hydraulic fluids are the largest product category in this industrial segment, followed by process oils and industrial engine oils. Process oils include rubber process oils, which can be used to make vehicle tires, for example. Demand for rubber process oils in Iran is high. It might be interesting to know that there is also a large demand for fuels in metalworking, as Iran has a thriving metal casting and metals industry. Two of the down-the-line industries of the metal business are auto manufacturing and construction industries. Manufacturing facilities in various degrees use gas oil, heavy oil such as mazout to power their facilities. Also, these fuels are used in power plants for electricity generation. However, most fuel sources in these industries are supplied by natural gas. Bitumen is another petroleum product which Iran produces a lot of. Iran's global share of this product is 4 million tons, or 10% of the world's bitumen exports. So, Iran is the fourth largest producer and third largest exporter of this product in the world. The largest client of this industry is the Ministry of Roads and Urban Development. A majority of this product is used in roads and infrastructure projects. Some large-scale projects include insulation for river dams, bridges, tunnels, and airport runways. Also, this product has numerous applications in the building construction industry. For example, it is used to waterproof roofs.
Bitumen is essentially a low-grade crude oil. It is a black mixture of hydrocarbons obtained naturally or as a residue from petroleum distillation. Exports of this product have raked in a total of $450 million since the beginning of the current year.
Engine oils have the highest consumership in this industry. These oils are used in marine engines and stationary diesel engines, as well as in vehicles. Marine oils account for a large share of the Middle East region demand. This is because countries in the area have large shipping and logistics activities. Iran is the largest consumer market in the Middle East for petroleum products, as the country has a much larger and varied industrial base in comparison to all other countries in the region. Saudi Arabia was second in consumption, followed by the UAE, Oman, Kuwait, and Qatar. The domestic demand for engine oil in Iran is about 1 million tons. About 600,000 tons is diesel engine oils and 400,000 tons is passenger car motor oils. Grease consumption is about 20,000 tons and industrial oils consumption are estimated at 120,000 tons. Industrial oils are used in hydraulics, gear, turbine, compressors, and transformers. Other quality grades of fuels are exported to Iraq. Income from each of these weekly sales is estimated to average $200 million. Also, China purchases a certain amount of petroleum products from Iran. Despite challenges from the sanctions, Iran declared self-sufficiency in gasoline. Iran gasoline production stands at 720,000 barrels per day. This is while domestic consumption is around 100,000 barrels per day, which is well below total productions. In total, Iran exports 397,000 barrels per day of refined petroleum products.
Petroleum products are usually grouped into 4 categories: light, middle, heavy distillates, and residuum. This company produces residuum by products such as lubricants, which are used in engine oils, for example. Industry products are used to construct roads, to run vehicles, machinery, and equipment, and in general manufacturing. As Iran's industries grow, so will the demand for industrial lubricants. This section is further divided into 3 segments: commercial automotive, industrial lubes, and consumer automotive oils.
In the thriving domestic oil products market, there are products that in terms of quality and standard are comparable to those of foreign brands, but also have cheaper price advantages than foreign classes. For example, a 4-liter engine oil under the foreign brand name of Castrol of grade 10W-40 in Iran sells for between $9 to $10 with an exchange rate of 15,400 tumans. This same brand and grade 4-litre engine oil will sell in American markets for just under $40. Iranian brands such as Pars Super Payar also sells the same grade oil with the same features for between $8 to $9 in the Iranian auto markets.
And now let's take a look at our special feature of the day prepared by my good colleague and friend. Let's see it.
This is a catalyst. There are only a handful of countries that can produce catalysts in the world. My name is Mariam Azarcher, and today I'm going to tell you all about catalyst production in Iran.
But what are catalysts and how do they function? To find out more, we will talk to Mr. Mahmoud Rezai, an industrial engineer and the sales manager of Sarf Oil and Gas Company. So what are catalysts and where do we use them in our daily lives?
کاتالیست ها یا کاتالیزورها موادی هستند که باعث تسریع در واکنش میشن بدون اینکه خود این مواد در اون واکنش در واقع شرکت بکنن. در حضور کاتالیز صنایع ما به صورتی شکل میگیره که اقتصادی بشه. در واقع کاتالیست ها باعث میشن که واکنش ها سریعتر و اقتصادی تر شکل بگیرن.
They may not seem like much, but these small pieces keep the wheels of industry turning. But how are they made? The catalyst story begins with base ingredients like sodium and potassium hydroxide, powdered and mixed.
This is where the basic ingredients for different types of catalysts are mixed together and pressed into different forms.
Once the catalysts are formed, they're checked at random for their size. But it's not only the size that needs to be checked. There's also quality control. To find out more, we had to visit the lab.
Here we are at the Sarf Oil and Gas Laboratory. Each setup is made to test different catalysts here.
ما در واقع مهمترین کاری که در مقیاس آزمایشگاه انجام میدیم تضمین کیفیت محصول هستش و این کار رو در واقع ما با دستگاه‌های پیشرفته‌ای که داریم انجام میدیم. این دستگاه‌ها به ما کمک میکنن که کیفیت محصول رو با دقت بسیار بالایی تعیین بکنیم و زمانی که این کیفیت تایید شد و مورد تایید قرار گرفت اون وقت آماده میشیم برای در واقع بسته‌بندی و ارسال این محصول برای مشتریامون که پتروشیمی‌ها و پالایشگاه‌ها هستن.
The company lab is constantly busy testing and analyzing its products. Producing catalysts is a sensitive and fairly complicated process that precious few in the world are capable of.
How many countries in the world can make catalysts, and where does Iran stand in this?
با ورود شرکت نفت و گاز صرف به حیطه تولید کاتالیست و دسترسی به دانش فنی تولید کاتالیست ایران به جمع 8 کشور تولید کننده کاتالیست تو دنیا پیوست به صورت عام که عموما این 8 کشور بیشترشون شرکت‌های اروپایی چند ملیتی هستن. و اما در مورد کاتالیست‌های خاصی که ما موفق شدیم که اونها رو تولید کنیم که عرض کردم کاتالیست‌های احیای مستقیم آهن و خط زنجیره اورآمونیاک و متانول و واحدهای هیدروژن پالایشگاهی هستند. تو این موضوع ما جزو 3 کشور تولید کننده این کاتالیست ها هستیم به صورت کلی. این خب یه موفقیت خیلی بزرگ هستش برای کشور ما که این با پشتوانه دانشی دانشمندای جوان و متخصصای ملی این کشور صورت گرفت.
Back in the factory, the cookie cutter catalysts are stacked in trays, but they're not done just yet, and it's now time to bake.
Here we are at the final stage of catalyst production. The catalysts will now pass through this furnace to be calcinated so that their mechanical strength is increased.
After the calcination process, the catalyst, coating and all, is ready to be used.
Our catalysts are now nice and baked.
But Iran's progress in this production was faced with predictable challenges. Challenges caused by illegal sanctions against the country.
مواد اولیه‌ای که تماماً وارداتی بود و به صورت انحصاری در اختیار معدود شرکت‌های خارجی اروپایی بود، اینها رو با تلاشی که بخش تحقیقاتمون انجام داد موفق شدیم که از منابع داخلی و معادن داخلیمون استفاده کنیم و برای استفاده کردن از این مواد داخلی حتی مجبور شدیم که خط تولید پیش فراوری ایجاد بکنیم.
Iran's catalyst production is not only surviving but thriving despite the illegal sanctions the country has faced in every sector. And Mr. Rezai says even better days are ahead.
مهمترین بخشی که شرکت ما به عنوان هدف اصلی اون رو دنبال میکنه توسعه صنعت کاتالیست در کشور هست. ما تو چشمانداز بعدیمون که برای 3 سال آینده هستش، هدف گذاریمون این هستش که تمامی واحدهای پتروشیمی و پالایشگاهی که تو این بخش در واقع واحدهای اورامونیاک، متانول، واحدهای هیدروژن پالایشگاهی و تمامی واحدهای فولادی رو تحت خدماتمون قرار بدیم. این بازار یه بازار وسیعی هستش. ما امروز از نظر ارزش‌گذاری مالی حدوداً 25 میلیون دلار در سال تولیداتمون هستش. این هدف گذاری برای 3 سال آینده باید بالغ بشه بر حدود 70 میلیون دلار.
The various catalysts produced in Iran not only satisfy the needs of various Iranian companies, but are also a good portion of the country's exports.
Our journey ends here, where these precious little pieces will be packaged and are ready to be shipped. Goodbye for now.
Thank you for that wonderful adventure into Iran's industries once again. Now let's take a look at some of the recent developments and trends in the petroleum products industry. As the coronavirus continues to spread across the globe, sapping economic activity, analysts have been doubtful that a cut in production of as much as 1 million barrels a day would be enough to stem a weeks-long slide in prices, which sank as much as 14%.
In early February, OPEC and Russia convened a technical committee that recommended production cuts of around 600,000 barrels a day. Now, after the virus has spread to at least 100 countries, oil prices have fallen further. The spreading of the coronavirus epidemic is cutting into demand for oil and weakening OPEC's clout. The Minister of Oil of Iran said, "The lack of balance between supply and demand has caused reduction in oil prices, and the majority of economic activity in China has been idled. China is one of the largest consumers in the region."
A few months ago, Iran struck black gold with its newly discovered oil reserves. The Minister of Oil, Bijan Zanganeh, gave the details about the oil field that was discovered, saying that efforts by the national Iranian oil company since 2016 resulted in the discovery of the new field.
The Namovaron oil field is the second biggest find in the country. The newly discovered oil field has 53.2 billion barrels of reserves, adding that the reserve adds 22 billion barrels to the country's estimated crude reserves. The discovery spans 2,400 square kilometers and extends to a depth of 80 meters in a region between the towns of Bostan and Omidyeh in the province of Khuzestan. Prior to the second discovery, 31 billion barrels of oil had been discovered in the region.
Well, that concludes our program for today. Do visit our social media pages on Facebook and Instagram. Send us a message or leave us a comment with your thoughts about the petroleum products industry or anything else. We would love to hear from you. I'm Samson Sees. See you next time on Bazaar.